right, let's get down to business. So the Milwaukee Bucks came back from 16 down, beat the Phoenix Suns in Phoenix, and they're one win away from their first championship in 50 years. Last time they won it was 1971, when they had Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Oscar Robertson, other individuals on that team, right? Giannis has been phenomenal in these playoffs. There was a Drew Holiday sighting last night. Those missed free throws almost cost the Milwaukee Bucks last night. Giannis missed 4 down the stretch, and you had Chris Middleton even missed one before he made the second one that was the proverbial nail in the coffin. But the Phoenix Suns, what's up, the man, boy? The Phoenix Suns, for all intents and purposes, screwed up by not using their big man, right? Look, when you got a big man and the team goes small, you got to pound the paint. You got to make them pay for their sins. And this is simple basketball here, right? What up, Yusuf Knight? It's simple basketball. When they go small and you got a big man down there that can control the paint, get rebounds, block shots, alter shots, and all that, you got to utilize him. You cannot just have Chris Paul and Devin Booker, and more so Devin Booker, just go on a shot jacking spree. Case in point, when they were down 1, after Giannis missed the second free throw, right? The Phoenix Suns was down 1. You would think that would be the perfect time to utilize DeAndre Ayton, right? But instead, Devin Booker trying to be the hero, and he ends up getting stripped by Drew Holiday. And then Giannis gets the dunk and the foul. And even then, you still down 3, right? It was just a bad sequence of events by the Phoenix Suns, and as a result, they end up losing that game at home. They fought valiantly to come back, but it was just they just didn't take advantage of Milwaukee, more so Giannis missing free throws down the stretch. It's not like they were devoid of chances to win that game last night. But that's what happens. That's what happens when, you got people out there trying to do too much. Instead of just, staying within themselves and let the game come to them. Now, Giannis, for all intents and purposes, will be the finals MVP. I know he had 20 on 8 shots. They're not giving him the ball enough. They're not giving him the ball enough. And that's just insane. To where they can sit up there and just phase DeAndre Ayton out, man. If I'm DeAndre Ayton, man, I'm fucking pissed. If I'm DeAndre Ayton, man, I'm doing everything in the locker room. I'm putting motherfuckers on notice. Look, when they go small, give me the ball. So, this is on them. This on Monty Williams too. Monty Williams got to be able to recognize that when they go small, you got to get DeAndre Ayton the ball, right? That should be like a campaign slogan for Game 6, right? Fuck you doing, you old fucking hag? Almost hit me in the back. Menopause pussy, yo. Anyway, what was I at again? Oh yeah. That should be like the slogan for Game 6. When they go small, give me the ball. Ain't no excuse of why we had that going on last night. Phoenix Suns should have ran that. They should have won that game in a runaway. You blow a 16-point lead. How do you blow a 16-point lead? And it goes back to what we always talk about, right? In this day and age, 16-point lead is nothing. Now, back in the day, a 16-point lead, man, you're getting blown the fuck out. Point lead is a blowout. But that's the NBA we in nowadays, right? So the Bucks up 3 games to 2. What's up, my sister Carla Jenkins? Exactly. And then there was a point in the fourth quarter where the Suns, they were trying to make a comeback, but they were trading baskets with the Milwaukee Bucks. They couldn't get stops. So that's why you had the end result. But Kendrick Perkins, I'm watching you, my friend. Well, you're not my friend, but you get the idea. I'm watching you, Kendrick Perkins, because I want to see what kind of two-legged Rottweiler fecal matter that's going to come out your mouth tomorrow. Because I don't know if you just stick your paw in your mouth, pull your paw up to the air to see where the wind blows, and you're going to go in the opposite direction, because that's how much of an idiot you fucking are. So how is Giannis, Robin, and Chris Middleton as Batman? Are you serious right now? See, I wonder if we put your brain in a bird if it wasn't. Hold on, what are you saying? Oh yeah, I wonder if we could take Kendrick Perkins' brain and put it in a bird and see whether or not it's going to fly backwards. Right? Got tongue twisted for a second. Right? Because you be coming up with some of the dumbest, and I mean absolute dumbest hot takes out there. Exactly, Carla. Exactly. I mean, this dude is a bona fide buffoon. So how can Robin, if Giannis is Robin, right? So how can Robin never will win the goddamn Finals MVP? Well, you can make a kid for Kendrick Chris Middleton win the Finals MVP? Really, Kendrick Perkins? I wonder if that's the next dumb hot take you're gonna come up with. Hey, I think you're gonna make a kid for Chris Middleton be Finals MVP. The fuck out of here, dude. I wouldn't be surprised if that's his next hot take. But as far as Phoenix winning Game 6 in Milwaukee, I mean, they have the potential to win in it. What's up, Gideon? They have the potential to win Game 6. Now, do I think they can win Game 6? No. I don't think they win Game 6. I think the Bucks will win the NBA championship at home on Tuesday night. Now, going into this NBA Finals, I did pick the Bucks. So, I don't want nobody thinking I'm some kind of Johnny-come-lately motherfucker. I called this shit before the NBA Finals started. And if you think I'm lying, you can check the tape. I called the Bucks winning the NBA Finals. Now, as long as Mike Budenholzer don't fuck this up, the Milwaukee Bucks will win the NBA championship on Tuesday night. And that's if and only if Mike Budenholzer doesn't screw this up. Now, he made the adjustment of not giving Brook Lopez out there, right, for too long, right? Got Bobby Portis in the game. Bobby Portis got some minutes. Got a lot more minutes than we had before. So, let's just see that whether or not they're going to continue to ride this wave. Shit. Now, Jay Crowder was hot in that beginning of the first quarter, right? Where was he at the rest of the game? Now, do I expect Jay Crowder to go out there and dominate like he did last few games? No. But it would be an issue if Jay Crowder is one of the leading scorers on that team and going into the game, right? You got to get DeAndre Ayton more involved. He's being way underutilized in his role right now. But they have no answers for Giannis. They have absolutely, positively no answers for Giannis. There's nobody on that team that can stop Giannis Antetokounmpo. They have absolutely no answers for him at all. The only thing they can do is get the game close and get him to the free throw line where that's his Achilles heel. So in the off season, that's going to have to be one of Giannis's main priorities, is to get his free throw percentage up. Right? Now, shooting threes, Giannis don't need to be shooting no damn threes. Okay? If anything, the GM or whoever need to put people around Giannis that can shoot the three ball, but you don't need Giannis shooting threes. And, that's the one thing I hate about these sports media members. Now, mind you, these same sports media members that either have never made it in the NBA or they have not played the game on a high level when they were playing, and they are there trying to say, oh, Giannis need to expand his game and he got to shoot more threes. He could be a really dynamic player if he could just add that to his arsenal. The fuck out of here. Giannis Antetokounmpo. If there's one suggestion I can give you, Giannis Antetokounmpo, if you ever watch this video, work on your free throw shooting, right? But other than that, do what you do best. Don't listen to these jackasses out here. You need to shoot the three and be a 3-and-D guy and all this other nonsense that they be spewing out on a nightly basis on TV. Do what you do best. That is, attack the paint. Well, if they take that away, then what else they gonna have? Do what you do best. Okay? The game of basketball is not that difficult, okay? Because at the end of the day, what's the object? The object is if you're on offense, you put the ball in the basket if you're on offense. If you're on defense, you stop them from scoring the basketball if you're on defense. It's not that difficult. Why are we out here trying to interject analytics and all this other pseudo-random code nonsense into the game of basketball? It's a simple fucking game. It's just as much mental as it is physical. We want to interject all this crazy shit into a simple game. We want to so-called outsmart people when you really outsmart yourself in a Tyronn Lue. So do what you do best, Giannis, and fuck them other dudes, man, because they can't do what you do. Stephen A. Smith definitely can't do what you do. Kendrick Perkins sure as hell can't do what you do. But you leave it up to Kendrick Perkins, he'll run his mouth, talk about how Giannis is robbing, and Giannis is this, and Giannis is that. No, he's way better than you, motherfucker. You're not even better than your fucking pipe dream, Kendrick Perkins, and yet you will sit up there on TV and run your mouth like that. Goddamn two-legged Rottweiler. I mean, where they get these people that just comes on TV and spout the nonsense they spout on a nightly basis, man? For real. Oh man, I don't know, but y'all. So y'all talk all that shit about him, right? Remember, for them last couple years when he was winning MVPs and Defensive Player of the Year, y'all didn't count that shit. Y'all was running around here talking about how LeBron should have been the MVP. You think people forgot about that? Y'all really think people forgot about y'all running your mouth about how Giannis shouldn't have been the MVP? That MVP should have went to LeBron, and Defensive Player of the Year should have went to AD. All that type of shit, right? Well, you know, those MVPs, the Defensive Player of the Year, don't mean nothing if you don't get it done. So when he goes out there and wins the NBA championship and becomes Finals MVP, what the fuck y'all gonna say next? I'm gonna tell you what the hell gonna say next, right? Because these media members love moving the goalposts, right? They don't keep the same energy when it comes to these other individuals, right? They love moving the goalposts. So the next thing they're gonna say is this: well, you know, this team got the potential of being team of the decade, and y'all just gotta go out there and do it again next year. Yes, because I don't. And then they'll try to discredit. Another thing they'll try to do is discredit this championship. If they don't bring up the whole team of the decade and they got to go out there and do it again argument, they'll bring up the argument that, oh, well, you know, the only reason this team won a championship because, you know, you have people on the Clippers that got hurt, you know, and LeBron and AD weren't healthy, and what else, and who else? Or KD and James Harden was out, and Kyrie didn't play. So I mean, can you really definitively say that the Milwaukee Bucks was the best team? Yes, because they won it. Well, if Kyrie Irving was playing, you know, there was no way the Bucks would have beat the Nets. How do you know that? Did you talk to Dr. Strange and got the time stone and you was able to go back in time and run these 14 million different combinations of scenarios and shit? So after you got Dr. Strange's time stone, after you got his time stone and went through these 14 million different combinations, right? And then you come back on here and definitively say that, hey, I can say that if Kyrie Irving was playing through my 14 million different combinations of scenarios and outcomes, that the Brooklyn Nets would defeat the Milwaukee Bucks. Matter of fact, I got it on good faith that they will win a sweep. The fuck out of here. Recognize and realize what we have right here. I don't do conspiracy theories and I don't do fucking scenarios and what ifs, right? Because if my game was that tizite, I would have raw, unadulterated, sweaty sex with Halle Berry. But in reality, there's no way I'm gonna get close to Halle Berry when I get tackled by police. So the fuck out of here with all your scenarios and what ifs and shit. We're gonna recognize what it is, what's in front of us. That the Milwaukee Bucks, if they win this NBA championship on Tuesday night, give Giannis his respect. I'm not going to say win. Now, I'm saying prediction. I'm predicting that they will win, right, on Tuesday night. But if the Milwaukee Bucks close the deal, we need to give Giannis his respect. And put respect on his name because we dragged this man through the mud. You had, no, not we. There's people out there in the mainstream media and people in social media that drag Giannis' name through the mud. Through all the years of playoff failures, through all the speculation about where Giannis is going to go next, all that. He stayed with his team. He stayed with his team. He processed. So if he wins this NBA championship on Tuesday night or Thursday night, if the Phoenix Suns, pull their head out of their asses and force us a Game 7, then you got to give that man his respect. Because what have we seen in these past few years, right? We see a team stack the deck, right? And we're not a fan of stacking the deck, right? We don't put no respect on teams that stack the deck and win the championship, and then we'll destroy them if they underperform and lose us, right? But all that stacking the deck, we don't respect nobody stacking the deck. Giannis didn't stack the deck. Giannis didn't go to other teams. Giannis stayed right there with the Milwaukee Bucks. So you can't destroy him when he goes out there and gets it done. Don't do it. Don't do it. Appreciate y'all for hitting that like button. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but we're going to give Giannis his respect, right? And I will say this, Chris Middleton, I have my reservations about you and all that. But you know what? I'm going to save that for whenever they win the NBA championship. I'm going to save that, right? Because I've been very critical of the Porter-Guy High School graduate, right? Down there in Charleston, South Carolina, right? I've been very critical of Chris Middleton, but if they close the deal on Tuesday night, I'm gonna give him, I'm gonna put respect on his name, right? Because he earned that money that they paid him and all that, right? Because when they signed him to that long-term extension, right? That 5-year, $170-something million contract, right? I had questions about that. I'll be honest. I'll be transparent. I had questions about that. Right? Because I prefer, personally, Malcolm Brogdon, right? I had reservations about that. But Chris Middleton, he's played. He played his ass off. Dropping 40 burger, I think it was like in game 3. No, it was game 4. Game 4, he dropped that 40 burger, right? So, I gotta put respect on his name if they close the deal. So, but another dude, I want to give credit to is Pat Connaughton. Now, Pat Connaughton, for all intents and purposes, replaced Dante DiVincenzo, because Dante DiVincenzo suffered an injury in the first round and he's going to be out for the year, right? So Pat Connaughton has been big for the Milwaukee Bucks. Bobby Portis, for all intents and purposes, Bobby Portis has always been a really good player, right? I don't know what's been holding him back, but Bobby Portis, man, I love that dude, man. He can play. I'm just mad that it took goddamn old Mike Budenholzer forever and 2 days to recognize that Bobby Portis can play. That man a beast, man. Give that man more minutes. See? You got Giannis playing the 5. You got Giannis going against DeAndre Ayton. DeAndre Ayton, he'll get in foul trouble trying to D up Giannis, man. That is a matchup that the Bucks should have exploited since game 1. So it'll be imperative for DeAndre Ayton to stay out of foul trouble in game 6. If he gets into early foul trouble, watch what happens, man. This game is going to be over. If the Milwaukee Bucks is able to get DeAndre Ayton early foul trouble, like I'm talking about, like he pick up his second foul with like 7:15 remaining in the first quarter, they're going to be in trouble. Because he's the only big man. Sarge is out with torn ACL. So who else they got? Who else they gonna have? They ain't got nobody else. And if that's the case, let the slaughter begin. Devin Booker cannot go out there and drop 40 and 50-point games and all that, right? They're not going to win that way. I mean, yeah, that stat line might look good. Yeah, he dropped 42. Yeah, he dropped, in game 4, he dropped 42. And then in game 5, I think he had like 37 or 38 or something like that. But they're not winning. Do I think the Bucks can go back to back if they win championship this year? It'll be rather difficult for them to go back to back, but the potential is there for them to go back to back. But it's going to be rather difficult next year. It could be some stiff competition next year, man. You got to think, we got a new wave of black coaches that has surfaced, right? Yesterday, we had Wes Unseld coach the Wizards, be the new head coach of the Washington Wizards. We had Jamal Mosley become the head coach of the Dallas Mavericks. Chauncey Billups become the head coach of the Portland Trailblazers. Ime Udoka, coach of the Boston Celtics, right? So we got this new wave of coaches coming in, and they're going to bring an innovative, they're going to bring their style into their teams, right? Plus, we got some young talent, right? The Knicks going to get better. The Brooklyn Nets going to be back fully healthy. The Miami Heat, they're looking to make some moves. Colin Sexton, where's Colin Sexton going to go? Right? Indiana, they got Rick Carlisle, as they brought back Rick Carlisle, right? Toronto's going to look to bounce back. Atlanta is going to be in the thick of things. Atlanta, they've tasted what it's like to be deep in the playoffs. They want a shot. Charlotte Hornets going to be better, right? So it's not going to be easy for the Milwaukee Bucks. It's not. Hell, these playoffs wasn't easy for them. Outside the first round, outside them sweeping the goddamn Atlanta Hawks, they took Brooklyn Nets to 7 games, and then Atlanta pushed them to 6. So I don't think they can go back to back, because it's gonna be very difficult. Let's just put it. I was gonna be honest with you. It's gonna be very difficult for the Bucks to repeat, barring them making a couple extra moves, maybe some moves to solidify the bench and whatever the case may be. Maybe a new coach. I know they win the NBA championship with Mike Budenholzer. Look, sometimes it's good to get rid of them a year early and a year too late. So to me right now the answer is no. Now, could my opinion change before next season starts? In which next season is supposed to start on time. Next NBA season will start on time. So typically around the 3rd week in October, when the NBA regular season begins. So normally like that 3rd Tuesday in October. Right? So that 3rd Tuesday in October is when the NBA season is going to begin. But for the Suns to force Game 7, they got to utilize DeAndre Ayton. He cannot have single-digit shot attempts. His shot attempts need to be between 15 and 20. If they get DeAndre Ayton shot attempts at 15 and 20, they will win this game. They will win Game 6. But if Chris Paul don't go out there and find them early and often, then they're going to lose. And also DeAndre Ayton has to stay out of foul trouble. He cannot get in early foul trouble, because if he do, then that messes up the whole game plan. If DeAndre Ayton gets in early foul trouble, it messes up the game plan. Man, hurry your ass up. The fuck you doing? Clown? Clown bitch? Hey, you motherfuckers out here drive like idiots. This ain't the fucking scenic route, bastard. Anyway, what was I saying again? Oh yeah. DeAndre Ayton cannot get in early foul trouble if they let his plans to work. And Devin Booker has to find him. He cannot get in this thing to where he gotta put on his Superman cape thinking him scoring a whole bunch of points will lead them to the wins. If he realized that, the last 2 games proved that. That might be the case to man boy, but DeAndre Ayton is talented. He's a very talented player. So they're gonna make the adjustment. Monty Williams gonna make the adjustment. Phoenix Suns ain't gonna go out like that. Phoenix Suns ain't going out like that. They're gonna fight. This one thing I respect about the Phoenix Suns. They will fight you. They're not gonna lay down and get their ass beat. So we'll just have to see what happens come Tuesday night. Yep. Tuesday night's gonna be it's gonna be great. That's what I'm saying, Polo. That's what I'm saying. If people are gonna bash him for not getting it done, then when he gets it done, I don't hear nobody bashing him again. We're gonna put some respect on these players' names, like Giannis, that stay with his team, that went out there and get it done. You're not gonna bash him, and then when he goes out there and get it done, then you find a new way to bash him. Fuck that.